Sabi ko nga huli na, naging bato pa. Mahirap po yata pagka ganun yung naging sistema natin. Because it will set a bad precedent right now na yung Senate pwede palang pagtaguan ng isang pugante. Look at the records of Bureau of Immigration. Siyempre nakipag-coordinate tayo with the Bureau of Immigration and yung mga point of entries na identify natin is being monitored. Sasabihin natin wala naman pong record ng paglabas. But of course, I know that the next question, there are personalities na nakalabas ng bansa natin na hindi lumalabas yung records nila sa immigration. So, alam naman natin po yung parang yung ating geographical contour natin. Talagang there are lots of point of entries and exits sometimes that we cannot monitor. But we are getting leads every day na ang sinasabi is nandirito pa rin po siya sa Pilipinas. No? So, we have dedicated a team, actually teams to track Senator Bato. Kung saan po siya, actually, ang ginawa namin, backtrack namin from the time that he disappeared sa Senado noong early morning of May 14. At the same time, we already ordered yung lahat ng district and regional offices to do their own monitoring po sa kanilang respective areas. Apart from the dedicated team, a tracking team to go after, to locate Senator Bato de la Rosa.
Ang tawag niya po doon ay team? Team na naghahanap o dragnet?
Well, you can call it whatever it is, but it's a team that will try to locate and effect the arrest of Senator Bato de la Rosa.
Apo, si Senator de la Rosa ay galing sa law enforcement agency. Sa tingin niyo ba factor kung bakit siya parang palos, madulas, yung kanyang kaalaman at ang kanyang network ay nagagamit niya?
Well, it's one of the major concern kasi nga galing siya sa law enforcement, so he knows how the law enforcement officers behave, kung paano siya itatrack or hahanapin. So, ang sa akin lang naman dito, eventually, the law will catch up in you and the law enforcers will get you kung saan ka man naroroon. That's why I'm always appealing, if I have an opportunity, to Senator Bato to surrender kung saan na siyang sumuko at harapin niya yung kanyang hinaharap na kaso sa ICC. Pero by the looks of it, baka wala siyang balak sumuko dahil nandiyan na nga siya sa Senado, bigla pang nawala. Sabi ko nga huli na, naging bato pa.
Director, do you consider the senator armed and dangerous? And if so, how do you plan to arrest him?
Ano naman po? It's our standard protocol. If we're doing search or locating a fugitive from justice, ang presumption namin lagi is armado yan at delikado yung magiging approach. So, ang instruction po natin sa ating mga law enforcement, sa ating mga NBI agents, is to proceed with caution every time na limbawa nag-positive na or even doon sa area na suspected na talagang nandoon siya, is kailangan maging maingat po sa paghuli dahil that's always the presumption. Especially Senator Bato, who used to be chief of police natin, a major law enforcement natin dito sa Pilipinas. At the same time, what happened doon tayo sa Senado, it shows yung factor na yan na maaaring talagang armado po yung tao na ito.
Is the government mulling the idea of putting a bounty on his head at this stage?
It's not my call po. It's because when it comes to its arrest, it's the Department of Justice po talaga ang magbabagay ng instruction dyan. As of now, the instruction to us is to locate and effect the arrest of Senator Bato de la Rosa.
Would you know of any groups or personalities helping the senator at this point to continue to hide from the long arm of the law?
Well, it's always considered din po every time that we are looking after for a fugitive dahil hindi naman po baka kakilos yan ng siya lang na walang tumutulong. And in fact, there are personalities na supposed to shed light at sumagot po doon sa mga katanungan kung nasaan na si Bato. Ano po?
Parang it's clear na tumulong si Senator Robin Padilla na makalabas siya sa Senate premises. At
Well,
pwede bang i-charge siya ng aiding and abetting escape of a fugitive from justice?
Well, hindi naman na po contestable yan. It is Senator Padilla himself who confirmed na sa kanya sumakay, nakisakay sa kanya, at ibinaba niya sa isang lugar kung saan na kinuha. So, I think, without even the law enforcement asking Senator Padilla kung asan, I think he's a responsible senator, responsible citizen, na alam na niya na ngayon na dapat malagot sa batas. Siya na mismo ang voluntarily to shed light sa pangyayari na ito. Ano po? O the question of kanyang responsibility or anything that this should be answerable under the law is being studied and built up by the Department of Justice in coordination with other agencies involved po.
Ang claim niya ay bumaba sa Makati si Bato, tapos hindi niya na alam kung nasaan.
Well, even if there are some questions that he should answer, hindi lang yung sumakay sa kanya at saka bumaba. I think, again, I'll go back to what I said, that he is a responsible citizen, senador siya. At you have to remember, sinabi nila that Senator Bato was under their protective custody. So, you know yung isang dapat na sagutin ng Senado na you took it upon yourself nung May 11, nung kami po yung unang pumunta ron para i-effect yung arrest, na usapang lalaki po yun with the Senate President and with the other senators na they are saying he is under the protective custody of the Senate. So ano ibig sabihin po nun? If you took it upon yourself na protective custody mo, ibig sabihin nun na pagka hindi nyo siya pwedeng kuhain sa amin, kami nang bahala, pero pag kailangan niya ng managot sa batas at kailangan siyang ipresenta sa anumang ahensya o korte, we will make him available. At yan po yung eksaktong sinabi nung ako'y nakikipag-usap sa kanila nung Lunes. Na pagka meron na talaga, pag may order at talaga namang dapat na siyang isuko, hindi naman tatakas yan, hindi susuko. So, that is protective custody. I will make an example for our public to easily understand. Pumasok ka halimbawa ng isang department store, pinaiwan mo yung bag mo, sa anong ibig sabihin nun, ipinagtiwala mo sa kanya yung bag mo na yon, binigyan ka ng numero, sila yung may kustodiya ron. Pag nawala yan, may nangyari dyan sa gamit na yan, at kukunin mo na yon, at hindi mo mabalik, sino pa mananagot? Yung may hawak ng gamit na yon. Dahil you took it upon yourself that you will secure it. Baka yata ang pinagtataka nga rito, baka iba yung definition ng Senado rito sa protective custody, hindi nyo pwedeng hulihin, pero pwede naming patakasin. Mahirap po yata pagka ganun yung naging sistema natin. Because it will set a bad precedent right now na yung Senate pwede palang pagtaguan ng isang pugante. So, ibig sabihin, kung ikaw may bala kang maging professional criminal at may means ka to be a senator, magsisenador ka. Para paghuhulihin ka, nandudong ka lang sa Senado. I think kailangan ma-realize natin yun because napapansin ko po, there is a breakdown of law and order right now. And ako ngayon, nandito ngayon sa NBI, kami ngayon sa NBI, that is what we want to promote. That we have law and order. We have to instill law and order and discipline to every Filipino right now. Then that is a big challenge to all of us, especially with the rise of social media.
Director, as a lawyer that you are, tulungan niyo kaming maunawaan itong sitwasyon na po. Ang Supreme Court, hindi naglabas ng TRO. Tama po bang sabihin na then and now, walang katwiran na hindi effective o walang effectivity yung arrest warrant?
Nung hindi po naglabas ng TRO ang ating Korte Suprema, nangangahulugan lang na valid yung search warrant as we speak. Ibig sabihin, kasi hindi lang po TRO, yung status quo ante na request nila. Ano po ibig sabihin ng status quo ante? Yung babalik ka sa hindi yung present status, yung noon. Ibig sabihin, bago nagkaroon nitong presence ng arrest warrant. So as of now, there is an order from the Department of Justice to effect an arrest, absence of the TRO from the Supreme Court. So we have to effect the arrest as the law enforcement agency.
So yung tumutulong sa pagtatago sa isang pugante dahil sa isang valid arrest warrant, ano po ang pwedeng parusa ron?
Marami po yan, depende kung ano yung pagkatao. Meron po siyempre yung obstruction of justice dyan, tapos yung harboring mo ng criminal, ano po. So, una-una dyan yung harboring, obstruction of justice. If you're a government official, working in the government, mas komplikado po yan because we have the Code of Professional Responsibility tsaka yung Republic Act 3019. So, yan po yung mga possibility pwedeng harapin po ng mga taong tutulong po dito. That's why I encourage the public. It is the duty of every Filipino citizen na kung may nakita kayong isang pugante, the likes of Senator Bato, to report it to the law enforcement agency so that we can arrest the person that is being fugitive.
Lalampas po ba ng 6 na taon ng pagkakabilanggo?
Malaki po yung penalty niyan. Depende pa po dun sa degree, no? So,
pwede
lalagpas po
pong-
ng 6 na taon.
Bunyog, bunyog, halikan na kasama ka. Bunyog, kapag buklod ay may pag-asa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, isa ang pananaw. Sa bagong Pilipinas ang bunyog isisigaw. Bunyog, bunyog, bunyog.